This is Breakout for the Atari 2600, and this is a kind of game that they don't make anymore, and that's a shame because this game is a lot of fun. This is a true arcade classic. Originally this came out in the arcade in 1976 and made its way to the Atari 2600 shortly thereafter. And this game uses the paddle controllers where you move your shield at the bottom of the screen, or your giant cursor, or whatever you want to call it. You move that back and forth and you bounce the ball up into the shield, the row of the six layers of blocks there. And you can see how the game is played pretty easily here. It's actually pretty simple to look at, but when you play it, it's a lot of fun. In fact, it really sucks you in. This game is very addictive. This is actually one of my favorite Atari 2600 games because it looks so simple, yet it's so much fun. Your ball starts bouncing slowly at the beginning, and as you break your way through the layers and start hitting the orange and the red layers, then your ball starts moving a lot faster, and that makes it a lot harder. Now if you shoot all the way through your shield and it starts hitting the ceiling, your shield size shrinks, making it even harder to rebound the ball back. Now, typical Atari 2600 fashion, they give you numerous variations on the game. This is a 4-player game, by the way, up to 4 players, although I'm only showing you the single-player mode. There's a variation where you can move the direction of your ball shortly after you rebound it. There's a variation where you can actually catch your ball and hold on to it when it hits your shield. And then my favorite variation is, of course, the invisible mode. I always like the invisible mode on the Atari games, like Space Invaders. It gives an added element of challenge. This was a fairly common style for a game back in the day. This, of course, stemmed from the game Pong, which was regarded as at least one of the first video games, and gave us games like Breakout, Super Breakout, and one of my favorites, Arkanoid, where you didn't just have a shield, but you had a shield that could shoot things with lasers and stuff. It's a game we'll have to get to somehow on the classic Game Room HD. I'm not sure if that came out for any systems, though. But Breakout is a must-have. It's a good party game. It's a good game to play just hanging out for a couple minutes here and there. Seriously, it's cheap. You won't be disappointed. Pick up the paddle controllers. Pick up Breakout. This game is a classic example of why you need a physical Atari 2600 or 7800 on your coffee table with the paddle controllers to enjoy Atari. Because this is a great game. Emulation will not do this justice.